What's up guys, it's Bizute, back with another Reddit video. Today we're on r/EntitledParents, little throwback to that first one a few days ago that, is doing incredible. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments, even the dislikes, like to know what's going on in your guys', minds, what you're thinking about the videos. Need the feedback to obviously make me better and grow. So I appreciate it all. And if you're new, subscribe. If you like the video, like it. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, and let's get into this r/EntitledParents. Give me the dino. Backstory: I have a lizard. I take him out sometimes when it's warm because he hates being inside. Also, he hates people and will shit/bite you for the smallest stuff. EM, entitled mother. EK, entitled kid. MB, my lizard. I was just walking with my lizard on the floor. He has a leash. But whatever. Entitled kid starts playing with my lizard and running his car over his tail. Please don't do that. He doesn't like that. It hurts him. Let him play, because I don't want my lizard to drop his tail or bite the entitled kid. Me and entitled mother continue to talk, and then this happens. Mommy, can we have the dino? Yes, honey. Oh, yeah, I can show you where to get them. Mommy, I want this one. I'm not about to give this child my lizard, but instead they just walk off with him. My lizard takes a shit on the kid's shirt, and I'm holding back tears because I didn't notice and don't want my lizard taken. They walk back. You're paying for a new shirt for my son. No. Then I'm calling the police. I realize I can do one thing and dip. I grab my lizard and ride my bike out. Police showed up to my house an hour later, and I had to explain everything to them in between sobs. At this point, it would just be easier to not leave my house. What is happening here? This child just wants the dino, the lizard, and the mom's like, oh yeah, we could just take his pet. If I'm walking my dog and someone's like, I want the fox. No, you're not getting the fox. We're throwing hands. You should have thrown hands with that child, and the mom, you just start throwing hands. No one's touching my lizard. No one's touching my little animals. Jeez, and you call the police because your lizard took a sun on his shirt. I don't understand. What is wrong with people like this exist? This is a real person. Someone procreated with this person and had a child, and that child turned into this. Like, we're gonna go into the next one. These people are crazy. Entitled parent is incensed because Patrick is pink. When I was in college, I worked as a face painter for the local child's museum. The children's museum was famous for its themed days. We had Scooby-Doo Day, Puppy and Kitty Day, Space Day, you get the idea. As one of the face painters, I expected to come to work with printouts of things I could paint on a child's face. On the day of the story, it was SpongeBob Day. I had most of the main characters as well as the bikini bottom flowers on a sheet of paper to use as reference. All was well. The kids were loving their face paintings. The lines were fairly short, and then up comes a little boy. His mom quickly followed behind him, and she's on her phone, barely paying attention to me or her child. Could I get Patrick? Sure. I love starfishes, don't you? The mom pays absolutely no attention through this whole exchange, wanders off, presumably to find her other kid. I proceed to paint Patrick on the boy's cheek. I show him with a mirror what I painted. He's elated, and he runs off to show his mom. About 10 minutes later, here comes the mom again. She's dragging her son by the arm. What do you think you're doing over here? Face painting? Don't be smart with me. Why did you paint a pink star on my son's cheek? Are you trying to turn him gay? I was so confused for a moment. Ma'am, that's Patrick from SpongeBob. Your son asked for Patrick. He's a boy starfish? Here's my reference. No, he is not a boy. That is a pink starfish. It's a girl starfish. I'm sorry you're upset, ma'am. I just painted the way he is from the show. I cannot believe this museum would so blatantly hire someone to make our sons effeminated. I'm going to find your manager. She storms off to find the manager. I'm completely flabbergasted at the stupidity of this woman. At this point, the other face painters showed up and are assigned different places to paint. One of my good friends is also a face painter, and she's assigned to the opposite side of the museum. 15 minutes later, who shows up? But the entitled parent again. Fix my son's face. Don't you see what's wrong? At this point, I look at the kid's face and see that first of all, he's very upset after being dragged around by his very angry mother. There's some dry tears on his face and his eyes are red. Also, Patrick is now a very smeared purple. Your son looks upset. Of course he's upset. He has a purple star on his face. Make it blue. He's a boy. Then I suddenly understand what happened. She went over to another face painter's booth, demanded a blue starfish, and the artist decided to paint with blue paint directly over the pink paint. Red plus blue makes purple, kids. I explain to the mom that I can't fix this without completely wiping his face off and starting over. She angrily agrees and storms off, leaving me alone with her kid again. The little boy is crying, and I try to make him feel better by telling some jokes. He starts asking me if Patrick is gay, and tells me that pink is his favorite color. But his mom gets mad when he has anything pink. He's so upset I'm painting Patrick blue on his face. So, I make an executive decision, and I paint a little bikini bottom flower on his hand. Pink on the inside, blue on the outside. I tell him that I'm sorry his mom is mad, and that pink is a pretty color, and it's my favorite too. Later on, I got a write-up for painting Patrick pink, when his color is literally pink in the first place, and then apparently sassing the mom about it. I wasn't the only one who got written up though. The painter who made Patrick purple, my good friend. She had made him purple specifically to piss off the mom. I saw the boy leaving the museum later. Flower on his hand, fully intact. Worth it. Bro, what? I'm so confused. First of all, like, pink is a dope color. Like, pink polo, pink t-shirt, pink anything. Pink's a dope color, all right? And also, this kid's such a little sweetheart. Like, he just wants Patrick. Patrick is a dope character. He's the best character in SpongeBob. If anyone else says anything else, nah, you're fighting me. That's over. Patrick is the best, all right? That's it. There's no arguing here. Patrick is the best character in SpongeBob. I will fight you. Patrick is the best. We're gonna move on to the next one. EP demands I move restaurant support beam. I'm a hostess at a pub during breaks from school. Nothing special, just run-of-the-mill Irish pub. I'm scheduled to work Sunday brunches every week. Normally these are no big deal unless there's a game on. When the World Cup final rolled around, naturally things got very busy very quickly. Whenever there's a special event like this on TV, we can expect to have a wait list around 30 minutes long on a good day. Because it was Sunday morning, I was the only hostess on staff during the World Cup final. Because of this, I didn't have time to talk to customers anymore, so then, here's your table. Your server, name, will be right with you. Enjoy. Things are running smoothly, if not a bit chaotic, for most of the morning. Then this mom shows up. She comes in and requests a table in view of multiple different TVs as she has a large family. I oblige, giving her the last table in the only section with more than one TV. The table is in full view of 3 TVs and partial view of a 4th, with only a support beam in the way of one seat at the table. This woman looks at the table, thanks me for the service, and goes to sit at the one chair partially blocked by the support beam. This just simply won't do, she says. After asking what's wrong with the table and showing her the 3 other TVs in view, she proceeds to get very upset. I can't see the game on the biggest TV. This pole is in my way. I'm getting really annoyed at this point as this woman is preventing me from doing my job and a line of people is forming at the host stand that I cannot serve. I'll try to explain that this is the only section with multiple different TVs and ask if she'd be okay with a booth in view of a nice singular screen instead. No dice. She insisted that this table is the only one that will be capable of pleasing her family, and then asked me to move the decorative pole so she could see. I explained, ma'am, this is a support beam. I cannot move this. At this point, I've been standing here for a solid 5 minutes during one of the busiest shifts of the year, so I'm getting fairly annoyed with this woman. We go back and forth about the support beam, and eventually she gives up with me, and then asks one of the servers to move it for her, claiming the hostess girl was just too weak to move this. Can you please move it for me and my family? The server naturally told her the same thing. After that, she decided to just deal with the table and decorative pole while bitching to the server about it throughout her meal. Months later, I still give her that exact table every time she comes in out of spite. PSA, be nice to your hostess and waitstaff. They deal with a lot of shit. First of all, the standpoint of this story, the glaring point of this story that we need to pay attention to right now is how good are Irish breakfasts at like these little pubs. Like they are just so good. Like the eggs, the omelets that they make, even the coffee is just amazing. Like the bacon, the Irish bacon, whatever kind of bacon, like it's just, oh my, it's so good. If you've never been to like a little Irish like pub or like Irish, just like little Irish coffee shop or whatever for breakfast, you are missing. They are tasty. But anyway, yeah, this woman is crazy. What do you mean decorative pole? Like the reason that this building is standing is because of that pole. You can't just pick that up and move it. Yeah, she's too weak to move it. So is Bradley Martin. So is Larry Weagles. So is anybody. There's no one that's moving that pole. I like that you got the same seat every time. We appreciate that. Next one. Fish not included at amusement park, leading to starving family. I have so many crazy stories with entitled parents from when I worked as a lifeguard at an amusement park, but this one is by far the worst. They had a miniature lake where you could rent canoes and paddle boats, and it was filled with koi fish. To make it easier for the kids to see the fish, there was a small fence in the water at points which basically trapped the koi close to the shore. They could get out, but it wasn't as easy as just turning around and swimming out, especially since they were quite big. Now we had a problem with kids hitting the fish with sticks and or falling into the water, so whenever I was around, I kept an eye on the lake as well. I was checking up on another lifeguard, making sure they have water and don't need to pee, and I see this family pick up a koi fish from the lake. I run up to them while calling for the guards in my walkie-talkie. "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, we're gonna grill it." "Excuse me, but you can't grill it. It's our fish. It belongs to the park." "We paid hundreds of dollars to get in here, and this fish is ours." "I'm sorry, but the fishes are not included in the price. They're not meant to be eaten." Thankfully, his 7-year-old son is holding the fish, so I take it out of his hands and put it back in the lake. "Don't touch my kid." "I didn't touch your kid. I touched the fish. It dies if it's kept out of the water for too long." "It's our fucking fish. Let it die." "It's not your fish. It's the park's." "Well, what the fuck do you want us to eat then?" "We have plenty of restaurants you can choose from, some even offering fish." "We can't afford it after paying so much to get in here, and we've already turned on the grill." "The grill? You're not allowed to use your own grills in here, but you can use our grill stations free of charge." "How are we supposed to know that?" Me pointing at the huge sign right next to us. There's plenty of signs around the park that says so. "If we'd known, we'd never would have visited." "I'm sorry you feel that way, but the rules are clearly posted outside the park as well." "You're a fucking racist. Look at my children. Do you want them to starve?" "I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm just doing my job. Would you please show me the grill?" "You're going to ruin a family day for us all, fucking piece of shit." "I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm just doing my job." We get to where their stuff is, while the dad is cussing me out, and there's about 40 people having a picnic with a shitload of food. They're barbecuing on multiple one-use grills, and they're clearly with each other, so food is not a problem. The guards finally show up and end up escorting everyone out since they got aggressive. What? This man is trying to finesse the park out of a koi fish? And like, can you even eat I'm gonna have to look this up. Can you eat a koi fish? Can you eat koi fish? Like, is that a thing? They're not that big. Generally, no. If the fish, any carp, are raised for human consumption, then yes. But in most cases, do not eat koi. You should let him eat the koi, actually, if it says do not eat koi, if you want that koi that badly. He brought a grill into a park? How do you even smuggle that? Don't they have, like, check your bag? And they said they had a bunch of grill. What is going on here? What kind of park? What? I want the name of this park. This is crazy. Also, wait, how is he racist? I don't understand. Like, that is crazy. Anyway, guys, that was the last one. Really enjoyed this one. Might come out a little long based on this timestamp, but really enjoyed it anyway. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you're new, please subscribe. I love seeing all the new support and just like, it's crazy, guys. Like, I just, there's so many like new people around here. It's crazy. Even though, you know, obviously I'm not that big of a channel, but the fact that I had like 50 subscribers a week ago and now I'm at like 450 or around there, like that's insane. Like, I'm really speechless, guys. It's crazy. I appreciate it so much. So please let me know any comments. Give me suggestions. Obviously, I have gaming videos too. I make a bunch of gaming videos. I love to play games. Let me know if you want to see some certain games. That new Apex game came out, the free-to-play. I'm actually downloading it right now. If you guys want to see gameplay on that with some boys. Any other Reddit readings you want me to do, put the r/ in the comments, and I will make sure to do it for you. Let me know how to improve anything at all. As always, it's been Bizute, guys. Thank you so much.